Hello and welcome. Right, I have just literally topped that up. Let's have a look at how we're doing. I remember, yeah, we have got the eggs. Now these do sell real wow, a full pallet. That is quite amazing. That one's yeah, we'll leave them in place so that they do fill properly. Now then, how is the grass doing? What month are we in? You should think June. So I think isn't it July? Let's have a go up the top because I'm not sure that we stopped in this because the grass was ready to cut. No, that's definitely not third growth stage. It is actually. It can't be. No, it's a different type of grass. I'm gonna say because that is. Oh, is it? I think that's the golden green. The best way to do it is the bits that don't get cut though, and also that I think there were a couple of patches of grass where I really did. Now that's no, that is it. That's the golden green. This is second growth stage. It is, yeah, and that's why I like the little tiny offcuts because it does. You look and if you've got no reference point, I often think no, that's it. That's golden green, but it isn't. It's these patches where you leave little bits on your field that you don't quite manage. That they're the ones that show no. That's the right golden green, not that when you've got no reference point. That is yeah, that's second growth stage. So with this type of grass, that's the other thing. There are different types of grasses. Yeah, it is with great regret that I am no longer on Maypole Farm. Yeah, because it was giving me an unfair advantage, and I was determined I was going to do another year, and then I did the session where I was just recording the fact that the animal enclosure wasn't working right, and it wasn't. The test was definitely conclusive that even that was getting this insane amount of milk for only 100 cows. And I thought, well, I can't really play fairly. I can't do it fairly. And that is a big thing to me. No cheating and fairness is massive for me personally. So I pulled out, which is such a shame. So I wanted to run for another year with that. I did. I didn't want Court Farms to play around with anything else. And to be honest, I have spent such a lot of time on Court Farms that we're, I think, episode 38. So we've done a lot of episodes. I mean, I'm not saying that we're anywhere near the point of pulling out, but it's, I would say, two-thirds the way through, really. So, yeah, it's doing very well. And yeah, I would definitely consider going on. I think it's Glenleathan or Glenleathan or something like that. I would definitely consider going on that one or Ballyspring. Yeah, that likewise, and that doesn't mean to say because there are only a certain amount of good maps, and that sounds horrible, but yeah, I mean, I would put Cavalier Roy up there with a lot of the good map makers, in so much as to me personally, he ticks boxes that others don't. Even Oxygen David and GB Modding don't tick boxes for me that Cavalier Roy does. Yes, there's no doubt in the fact that Oxygen David is an absolute master at making maps and visually appealing, and the wind, and yeah, I'm not trying to. I'm just saying, I personally go for a certain playbook, and GB Modding and that break this. So does Rastaman. This not been as chop trees down. I almost dropped this map almost at the very beginning for that fact. That's how strongly I feel about not being able to chop a tree down that's a tree, because it's not realistic. It's not. I hate this thing where you go on a map and you're not allowed to chop a tree, or you can't sell a fence, or I love that Rombos, JM Gaming, I love that feature. He literally, and a lot of map makers do include that feature because they obviously feel strongly about it, and so do I, where you yeah, I'm not going to do it, but like on Rombos, you literally can pull this up and you can literally go demolish. And yeah, you can on this one as well. I'm not going to do it, but I like that. Now that is amazing. So Rastaman has done a lot of things. Like the only thing with this map is but that's how strongly I feel about it. That I'm very close to. I thought, am I going to run with this? Do I really want to be doing this? I've got a massive section, and let's yeah, for once, let's put our money where our mouth is. Yeah, this section over here that we've got and a massive field of trees with absolutely no purpose whatsoever that I would have made into a giant field or something, some other such like thing, because it is our land. It is. I just don't see the point of it. But I can't chop a single tree down. I don't get it. I can't make a field here. it is a farming simulator again. So I've been given a massive field by Rastaman, and yet at the same time I can't do anything with it. So to me, it was a little bit, well, what is the point? You know, don't get me wrong. If it had been like, um, not greenhouses, the like, I'm trying to think of the proper name for it. Yes, Saturday morning again, and all the words just blur out of my brain, and that my dictionary, internal diction, disappears. Yeah, I know how I can do this. I can take you to it. That would be the best way. Orchards, that's the one. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Orchards. Yeah, if this was an orchard, now I totally understand that. Whether I'd got the work or whether you could have bought it or whether, yeah, that. Oh, you can hear the wind on this. It's amazing. Yeah, it is. I do like that. So Rastaman stick to almost all of my pluses. Yeah, there's just that one thing that is like, you know, makes me wrinkle my nose and like raise my eyes to the sky as if to say, ooh, but that's the only thing. Whereas obviously Oxygen David's map, I can't sell an enclosure. I can't even sell a fence. I can't chop a tree down. That is so many minuses in my book that I'm almost at the point where if this wasn't Oxygen David, I wouldn't be on this map, because any other map maker than Oxygen David, I wouldn't be willing to put up with that. I really wouldn't. But it is Oxygen David, so I am. However, yeah, on the second farm where we moved to, I am not using his enclosures because I felt so strongly about the one up at the first farm with its massive limitation of only 5 tons of manure that I thought I'm not subjecting myself to that. There are some cracking mods out there. I'm going to use one of those. So I've got the field and I'm going to stick one on. Yeah, literally on next session. That is the plan, because I'm just not willing to do that. Chickens and the sheep were all right. Very close to the bone on, but again, Oxygen David and the True Balance way that he has done is design the mods and they work exactly right. So yeah, I'm not going, can't call a master that gets his things right. I'm yeah, the 5 tons. I mean, I get used to using manure really, so therefore to me it's a massive thing because it's gonna tie into the game for things that I need to do. Anyway, enough of this waffle. Yeah, it's just let's get on with some work. So what have we got to do? Let's have a look and use this fantastic feature. So 21, 19 and 16 are pretty much ready. And also we've just looked and seen, now then we are going to have to do the animals. So let's go down to those. And I've started a few engines already. But we don't really need you because that would not be... Yeah, let's grab the 70 ton. Oh, that is a point actually. We probably, knowing how this enclosure, we've got to do the milk. The TMR and the straw could cope with us just ducking out, and we've just filled that up. You saw me do it. Oh, okay. It's interesting. We've just popped down there, and really we should be at the top. Let's go and top them up with the grass, because that's one of the first times it's ever needed doing. Yeah. So let's grab you. And not you, actually. No, I didn't need you. I need the little one, don't I? Well, it's not really that little, but... Now then, have we got any? We have. It might be enough. Might be enough just about. I was about right, I think. About 30 odd tons. Yeah, 23. I'll live with that. It's not quite right, but it is as close as it needs to be. So, right. Okay, let's get back down there then. Because I think what we're going to do is when we've shifted the milk... Is that the right one? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Well, it is the right lorry I was using last session. It was the new one, but yeah, we want to be grabbing the tanker. We want the clean tanker. Well, we do want the dirty tanker as well, I suppose. And I think it's the one by the gate. It's the right one. So this is the one we want for slurry. We'll grab the one outside, and we'll grab that one. I remember this has got a very narrow... I'm interested on this one as well, because... is this 2? Have I placed 2 there then? Is one an extension and one's the silo, which is... Maybe. 97 tons. That is absolutely phenomenal. It really is. Now then, have we got room? While that's filling, in the production for that, yeah, we want to be looking at the, oh, if not, we'll stick it straight in the BGA. That's my point. Production shared, digestate, slurring 0. Have we got that one? We have. Yeah, from actually, I think we're switching from manure stroke slurry. From that, just the slurry one. I think possibly it's time to do that. It is. And yeah, we've also got a lot of straw to make straw manure if we've not quite got it right. Yeah, if we've not quite got enough on hand, basically. So let's take this to the production shed. Wow. Never noticed the sound. I think this must be the tyre sound. Oh, I didn't start this one. That's typical. I'm loving where we are equipment-wise on this. I really am. It is amazing. It truthfully is. And I love that tractor. That is definitely a tractor that I will, going forwards, is definitely up there with the top. Yeah, I would say, no, I would say actually, if I do stick to what I said before, I like to be fair. And I do think that probably has even surpassed my Fendt. Yeah, really? My absolute... the 1150 was my favourite in FS 90. While that's doing that, because we don't need to hang around. We have got work to do, and we can chat while we're going. Is it? I think it is that one. It's got the tanker in. It says the 100-tonner. Although, to be honest, we did see that it was working. The milk being stuck in there is now almost gone completely. So going forwards, but I think this goes. Oh, I don't know. It could. I think we should do a test. I think what we should do is grab the milk in this, and then speed up an hour and see if it takes it at the end of the day, or whether it takes it just like in an hour's time on the hour, basically. Ah. Oh no, it is. It's a very very finite place that it actually fills up. Very finite. So yeah, we're going to stick the 65 tons into the productions, the special hour. I do love it. Right, that's a little bit slow. So let's go back to the slurry one. I know it's a bit hoppy, but it is, yeah, it just speeds things up. I always find if you keep on the move all the time, because I realise your time is precious and I don't want to be faffing around, just waffling on for the sake of waffling. Yeah, when really just by being a little bit cleverer, you can pretty much, oh, yeah, that's if you don't move. Right, smashing. That's how good. Oh, no, that was overloading. That's right. So if we stick this into the production, Jack, again, it's Saturday morning. Please forgive me because my words always just like wander around in my head and I can't think of anything. So I usually cheat by going into the menus to actually remind me of what the words actually are, because I'm grasping for them and not quite managing. Right, let's overload that. Can we run to that one? It's a big yard, Yeah, it is. It is actually. I always forget that this is quite a monstrous yard. Yeah, so we are down to this particular Let's Play. And we are down to Court Farm. And our European map is now... Oh, I can actually feel from that. Oh, no. Oh, no. It is the right one. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I'm trying to think of the old... Farm Countryside, Old Countryside Farm. I think it's that one. OCF, I'm sure it is. That's what I have it as an abbreviated for saving its things on my computer, and I must have known what I was on about at the time. So Old Countryside Farm, which I am loving. Yeah, I'm wanting to save to be at my best for the next episode because it's the one where we're doing all of the new things. I want to get it right, so I want my wits about me because I don't know how to do these things because why would you? It's brand new sort of map, brand new sort of things. I've got the tools and I'm hoping that we can go on a journey of discovery together. Oh, no, is that how it is? It's just wasn't quite popping. Right, so then milk. We need to speed up now. Let's just make sure that we're all good. Then we're going to sleep through. Yeah, well, the animals will cope till tomorrow. Right, smashing. Let's just see. Have a look on this at the milk. Of course, it's going to do that because it always does every single time I come in the menus. Well, not every single time. Right. Let's have a look. We are looking for the Grain Quid Pro. The name has come to me before I actually see it. Fantastic. The large production, as it says here, but it is the Grain Quid Pro. And it is a level 3, which has cost us a lot of money. Right, so then milk. How much milk have we got? Oh, 81 tons. So then if we speed up for an hour, it's 9 o'clock, well, actually for 35 minutes, and have a look, has it taken that across? Or do we need to run it across ourselves? Right, let's have a look, shall we? And the answer to this question is it's taken 7 tons. Right, okay. Do you know something? Yeah, we're going to do this ourselves. Yeah, it looks to me though like it does do a proportion. It has taken 7 tons. So I think if you did a 7 tons times 24 is 140 odd tons a day, a month. So that's not bad actually. It would actually got rid of all this, but again, I don't really want to do it as a slow burn. I'd sooner run it across for now, just to get it to a baseline of there's nothing left in this, because there was hundreds of tons. Now then, that is a point. How much is actually in the dairy? I think we're going to need to pump a lot of money into the dairy, because although that seems to be good, that's only 40 tons, and we've got 438 tons in there. So as much as it's a level 7 dairy, though, base game dairies are not excellent, are they? Right, okay. Oh, reading wheat, yes. Now that's not bad. That's 20 tons. That's 21 tons. That's the thing, is it's going to eat through the sugar. Really, really, really sort of thing. Still think we need more. Right. Yeah, we've literally 500,000 thrown on doing that. So let's take that back and hopefully accrue some money back. Now, obviously, you have got to speculate to accumulate. It is true. It's no good like thinking, oh, yeah, because if we've got 438 tons of milk, we want to be eating through on what our daily amount would be. Now, also, we've got a backlog, so we want to be eating into the backlog a little bit so that going forwards, we can cope with any additions. We have, obviously, this is just based upon the cows we've got. When we get additions and we're producing more milk, then we're going to need more. So we're going to need to start to eat into that excessive amount of milk so that we actually, are going the other way. Basically, that hopefully in time, in a few months, that'll be right back to zilch. After a month, there's going to be no milk left in there based upon our daily, what we take in there. Basically, let's not run that lady over. And let's not have an accident ourselves. And let's switch the indicator off. Right, so while that's draining, we're going to pop back to the farm because I'm trying to keep this dynamic. Your time is precious. So 19, 21, 16 probably will be ready next month. We could probably just have afforded that actual field as well. But now I've spent an awful lot of money on the debt. Although no, speculate to accumulate. It is true. Yeah, that's. Oh wow, the ducks actually come outside a little bit. I was talking about this, about animal enclosures, and how all of them, even the giants ones, are not quite right. The animals do come out, and it is nice to see, to be honest. Although, obviously, a little bit unrealistic. Yeah, it is still nice to see. Now, that's what is in the sales room. Remind myself. Yeah. We've already got one of those, and I have got to start using it. And it is true. I think with tractors, we don't need any more, really. So let's sleep till we are in June. So it's the last 8 o'clock, as I always play it. I'm also tweaked my microphone settings, and I have checked in recording my sound just to say that. But yeah, I always find it's. Oh, sold animals. It's got to be the ducks, hasn't it? That's a lot of animals, though, that. Oh, now that we can see straight away that this session is going to be definitely one of. And they're coming on nicely green. And also our fields, which we're going to set the crone right now. Yeah, we are going to set this going. And I do love the fact that we've got a matching crone baler. It's very, very nice to be in that situation. I'm hoping that the workers play nicely this coming session. Yeah, that's the golden green that you should be looking for. I love the fact that this literally, you can just like, oh, you can, but we need to go and check that lorry isn't on the thing, because that's what usually, oh no, actually I think for once, I'm not gonna, oh no, I think I am still. Yeah, we'll grab this out in a bit. So that should now be good. We shouldn't have any accidents. We'll set the windrower in a bit, but we'll give it a good thing. We need to be grabbing our harvester. Not that one, but no, it's the end one. Yeah, this absolutely beast of a, so we want the normal header. I do love this. Yeah, let's unfold you. And where did I stick the other header? Did I stick it back in on its proper header trailer? I think I did. Did we go for the... No, it's got the proper Colossus header. How am I supposed to get that? I think we're supposed to grab that with... That's one thing, yeah, that's... No, that's one thing we have got plenty of, and that is trailers. We've got super duper ones, so yeah, and the Platinum expansion, the tipper trailer, which has got a limit of 5. Oh, my life. Is that all? Seriously? That is a little tipper. That won't do for us. Right, and so we need to be grabbing tractor, which I think is just the other side of this here, where I parked it, I believe. And we need to be grabbing... Now then, this is a point. Yeah, if I remember rightly, I've tucked the... We need the big bag handler. We've got these the wrong way around. The AGM has got, yeah, the big bag handler, which it shouldn't have. But we picked it up. Yeah, because really this is the one for this. This should have that, and then this should have the AGM. But what? If we were a clever person, what you would do is you'd go and grab that out, and then going forwards, we can grab the right one and stick that on this, which we're not using very much at all, which we should be using more than we are. Yeah, we need to be grabbing that out from the... it's actually, yeah, it's that the pole's gone in. It was on a trailer. Is it a draper there? I thought or perhaps the Colossus is like the drapers. It may be that it is. Right, actually, yeah, we want this. So if we stick this out there and drop that there, and we'll grab that there like this, hopefully. It only works at its very best with this particular one because it goes the wrong way around on a normal one. Yeah, it literally goes to the top knuckle if you use it on a traditional one, so it's a shame it only works with its own thing, and I think this is an absolute game changer of a mod. I really, really do. Right, so now we need to go grab and I will jump because we're quite a way down the yard. Let's grab that. Do we need... Oh, there's a point. Yeah, we do need a way, really. That's not a bad way to have. And also, oh... Yeah, very well done. That was perfectly ready for you. All that effort, we've not knocked it around, and then you come pull at a gate. Should be able to grab that, though. All truthfulness. Fantastic. So then if we grab the big bag handler, we can actually pull the thing out for the harvester, and we'll set this beast going, and we'll stick one of the trailers out ready for it. So we need that. We're going to see if we can... Well, I don't know if we can grab it. I would have thought so. Not everything... I would have thought it was solid. Really? Oh, okay, well, that's one way to do it. I suppose you could just knock that out of the way. So, so that's actually... Wow, that's grabbing the actual... now, that's a little bit odd. It is. So that pole sort of doesn't exist as an object that you can move. Well, there you have it. the proof. Not everything in this universe is real, as we already all know. Yeah, some things are just not really there. That's one of them. Well, it is, but what I mean is it's not an object you can manipulate, shall we say. Luckily, we've dragged it out now, and that is all that matters. So let's fold that away. And let's do field 21. And we are going to quickly, yeah, the speed of this beast is amazing. So, right. We also need to get sugar beet harvester. We said we were going to get 2, didn't we? So is this the day we get 2? I think... Isn't field 20 sugar beet as well? Oh. That's weed. Oh, no, that means there is no weeds. Please don't scare me like that. Sugar beet is October, I think. So we're a little bit... Yeah, that's... it is actually. Yeah, that's true. I thought that was... this without being sugar beet last year. I'm cracking up. 21 is what we're looking for. Help me out now. So is it 13.5 meter, this header? Yeah, I think that's the windrow, isn't it? I think it is. Clear, load, activate... Well, the thing is, if you press del, it tells you anyway, because it overrides what you put. Yeah, the core space is brilliant. So we'll go, yeah, and we're going to go and grab a trailer very quickly, and we're going to use the insect. This is an amazing thing, but it really, I don't know what it is. It does remind me of an insect. It does. Oh, we've actually already got that on that trailer, so why not just grab that one already? Yeah. In fact, I don't suppose it hurts to actually put a couple, really, around the edge, because it just, yeah, the bigger the field, the more of these you have to have strewn around so that it will actually find the... did I use this for mucky stuff last? Not. That's the question. Let's get this as level with this as possible. Let's not take any chances. Yeah, let's just make sure that we would be washing out any filth if we'd used it for filthiness, which I'm not sure that I did, but, you know, like, let's just, wow, that's... Mind you, it may have started on that side. Let's grab the other one. We could have used the lorry backs, actually, thinking about it. We have got enough lorries now, I think, 3. Yeah, that's quite phenomenal. I think we also could have bought a 4th. Was it the cab over that appeared? But I thought, you know, I think we've got enough. I think we've got enough. Now this to me looks mucky. So let's just, yeah, there's like filth on that. So perhaps we use this one for muckiness. So let's just make sure that there's no manure or anything like that in that. And let's stick this on the opposite side of the field, so that it's got ample opportunity. And it is very, I've got to be honest, one of my biggest thing for any kind of harvester is its self-unload. And this is a beaut. It is. So I've got to say, this has become my favourite. The only thing I don't like... is the I would never was tempted to use the unreal capacity on it ever. That's just, I don't roll that way. I don't like that. No, I want to put myself against the pressures that a farmer has got to go against, really. I do think in time, though, probably another harvester is not a bad idea. Let's have a look at... Oh, no, that's actually not showing you that it's ready to harvest. It's light green. Yes, we've got 19 and 16, and we have got that little silo over there, which I absolutely love. So we'll stick it in there. Although, no, I don't think we will. It's more for as a slush than it is for anything else, really. Yeah, it's not for any other reason. No, with straw, we'll do another session because we've got loads to do. Let's go and see how we're doing at the top. Let's keep this dynamic. Oh, okay, that's only on the second. No, there's not enough. I would have thought the big M would have done. Oh, it has. It's travelling to the next. I think it's ready for the ups and the downs. So I think, bearing in mind, the trouble is that, yeah, you get the bales in the way and all that type of stuff. So we have Farm Girl, I believe. The famous lady from the videos is leading the charge in the crone. So, smashing. She looks like she's on top form today. No mistakes. Yeah, not like sometimes. Depending upon, yeah, autosave again, of course. Right, let's at least be in a vehicle when the autosave hits, because it does slow down a little bit and ruins things. Yeah, so yeah. Also, the software I was using, I'm back just on OBS, because OBS has been the most stable software, and it's cost me absolutely nothing. I mean, what is there not to like? Open source software, one of the most underrated bits of kit out there. I bought so many commercial pieces of recording software that say that they're number one, and I've tried it and it crashes and burns, or it doesn't quite get this, or the compression ratio of the video, which is very important for a YouTuber. Yeah, oh, we're nearly ready. We're nearly ready. Yeah, it is awful. So, I mean, OBS, I think Bandicam is a one that is my other, but that again misbehaves slightly, only a little. It is good. I think it was the compression ratio all of a sudden went quite high, where it had been quite low. So I don't know why all of a sudden it changed, but it did. Now then, are you going to manage this after me singing your praises of saying how good you are? I think you are. I reckon you've got it correct. I do. Very precise. That's something I, with such a long pipe, no, not sure that I'd have got that smack bang in the middle. And that is why workers are, in some ways, very, very good. Although they're also, yeah, not so very good in other ways. So I love this. I do. There's nothing about this that I don't like, apart from the unreal capacity, and also the fact that it tazzes around at full speed. Yeah, going forward, I'm only going to have this the smaller engine, so that it's not. I think it's 43 miles an hour. It's capable. Yeah, it is. This thing tazzes like the wind because it's allowed to go at full pelt, which is a little bit naughty. Oh, does it with a worker though? I think we can do it at full pelt, as in let's just stop it 1 minute. Let's just stop it. I'm sure we can do that. Just to sort of prove that I'm right or wrong. Oh no, actually, fantastic. No, I like that, to be honest, because that is what I like. Realism to that degree. No, I was in a little bit. I apologise. Yeah, I think a second Colossus is probably in order, especially if we're going to be tackling things like the monstrous field. It is slowing us down a little bit, because what I should do really is have another one, and we have lost Farmer Girl. Now we have. Who do we have? What is your name? Han Solo. Yeah, I mean this. Although, yeah, will it take very long to do this? Well, not really. Let's go and see how Farmer Girl is doing at the top. I'm trying to keep this session nice and flowy. She is doing very well. She is about, I would say, halfway through the field. So I reckon now is the time. Because there actually was Farmer Girls up here. What am I doing? Yeah, tired. It is still a big field, I agree. But I reckon we could probably just about, oh, I don't know. Will the windrower catch up? Windrower? This thing windrows for us. It's the baler we need to be saying, wake up, Mr. Smith, please. We'll leave the John Deere, because he can be doing the. Oh, okay. I didn't realise I'd got that ready to rock and roll. We've not even made the bales yet, so that's a little bit previous, I think. Yeah, we'll leave the John Deere as the fertiliser stroke limer, which is quite a way off. Right, now then, no, you haven't got the right course set, so let's go to field 12. And we want the 10 meter. Load, activate. Then we want to set you on. Well, actually, I was going to say the only ever time it's worth putting the bale pusher on is if you are in the thing, because it's a very useful. Mind you, yeah, that is true. I do take over. So do you know something? Let's actually use the tool that I bought up here right all at the beginning that I have never ever used. It's been stuck on this tractor that just empties the grass into here. And let's actually use one of my favourite tools. Why I'm not folded? Oh, have you got it stuck so that it's not? What? Okay. sometimes mods get stuck and you just have to remind them, because I didn't unfold it. And if I had, it should have finished its sequence. So that was not my fault, but hey ho. But you just sometimes have to just progress things on. Let's drop this in front of the beautiful Massey that we've got up here. I'm well pleased with our tractors. Really well pleased, including this little one as well. I do like this one. We have got this one on Court Farms. I chose it on purpose. Oh. We need to drop that down for it to work. Which is that one? It is that one. Right, smashing. So we need to be going first, and we don't want any of that at all. And we will go and see how the harvester is doing, because Farmer Girl is doing very well. We do need to put some more water in that at some point, but we'll wait until... Oh, wow, it is about halfway as well. Fantastic. This is a bigger field than you think, and that's what I was talking about, really, about getting a second Colossus. But I think, personally, we're going to... what I'm really wanting to save up for is a second sugar beet harvester, because all this has got a massive header, so it doesn't take you terribly long. This is like the biggest... Oh no, field 20 is bigger, but that is going to be our sugar beet harvester. I don't fancy tackling field 20 without having a second sugar beet harvester. So if anything, I want to be saving up our pennies for that, because yeah, that's the next field that I wish to buy. Field 22, the monster. Although field 7 is only marginally smaller. That's a bit of... Yeah, I like it. I like to just keep things sort of... I mean, yeah, field 17 is an option. We could actually own this entire bottom section. Is not a bad thing to be. And we've also got these 2 additional fields. So yeah, I don't think that's a bad place to be, really. Aha, what is the point in you just doing that when you've got to empty out? Because it's a mechanical thing that follows a set of rules that hasn't got the common sense to actually know that. Because, as I was taught in the 1980s, with computer studies, as it was called back then, of which I have a no level, although, yeah, it served me well in my job. Yeah, it's there's an old saying, and it was GIGO, which stands for garbage in, garbage out, which really you could equate with if a programmer is very poor and programs rubbish into something, it's only ever going to get rubbish out. Yeah, so how good a programmer is how good the program will do, and that is definitely true. Like any tradesman, a bad tradesman will do a bad job, and a bad program will do a bad job equally. So yeah, garbage in, garbage out. It's not an acronym, an acronym that is used widely at all now. But yeah, I still remember it fondly, and it is. Yeah, the trouble is now we unduly go for complication, which then people have to. And we love acronyms. I mean, Dell Computing that I used to work for well over 10 years ago now, they absolutely love their acronyms. They are acronym central. They even have a website that explains all their acronyms, because they use that many acronyms that you have to secretly, if you're in a meeting and they like going COB, JDS 694, and you're like, what are you on about? And to me, if you've got to look things up, actually the flow of the meeting's disrupted, which all these acronyms are sometimes a bit, not so good really. But hey ho, what do I know? Yeah, simplicity is often the key. I'd really like to say thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope that you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.